My name is Christy Bergonzi. I am the spiritual reverend, and we are meeting today to go over crystals, crystal healing, what they are, how to choose them, once you choose them, what to do with them, and everything in between. So, this is a workshop for beginners, intermediate, advanced. Maybe you will hear something new today, even if you have been working with crystals. And if you have not, then this is going to be super fun and informative for you. So, there is a link that I have over on TikTok. If you want the link, there is a workbook manual and some homework. I can send over the link to you if you put in the comments below. As soon as I hop off, I will send that over to you. If you are in the Facebook group, the link is being dropped right now. You can pull that up and have your very own little workbook. Okay, so let's hop right in. What are crystals? What is the hype? Everyone talks about crystals. You see crystals. Some people use them for just aesthetics, and others work with them with energy, as I do. So crystals are built off of energy. Everything inside a crystal is vibration and resonance. The law of manifestation, if you're going to be trying to manifest, we have always thought, oh, if we put our mind to something, we'll get it. It'll come to us. When in fact, our vibration and how we resonate out from the inside is how we receive from the outside. So using tools and permission slips like crystals, this helps us immensely in the process of trying to get our system to the vibration that we desire, because then it resonates out. The resonating out is the projection. That's the invitation to the outside world of what you are asking for and accepting in. If it's not in alignment, you will not get it. If you're grumpy, there are crystals for that. If you want to relieve yourself of an emotional trigger attachment, there are crystals that can help. If you feel like you want some energetic protection, there are crystals that can help. If you want clearing, there are crystals that can help. It's all about energy. Bottom line, we are made up of energy, and crystals are made up of energy. So we can use crystals as a tool, a medicine, to allow us to change the energy in our system, our vibration, by resonating with the crystal, merging together our energy. And then we go out into the world and we receive different things, the stuff we actually want to receive. We can want everything, but being a certain vibration is the only way that it will land. So let's go through some of the basic crystal overview. They can help with emotions, your nervous system. They ground your energy. If you're ever feeling a little bit flighty or nervous, anxious, there are stones and crystals that can help with that. There are crystals that will amplify your intuition, your third eye. So if you're working on that, manifestation, strengthening or starting energy healing work. If you resonate with the crystal, it will work with you and it will become medicine, whether you're using it for your own energy system or for a friend, a family member, or a client. Maybe you're a Reiki practitioner. Maybe you want to be a Reiki practitioner. If you do, let me know. I do Reiki trainings, and I have a special going right now. But this is the gateway into pure magic. Crystals are something that people misunderstand and don't credit. But just like meditation or breath work, if you start incorporating crystals into your daily life, whether that be in your home or your healing practice for yourself or others, or for mood regulation, they make a huge difference with consistency. Again, it lines up with things like breath work, meditation. The consistency is what's key. Little by little, things change. Because remember, we're programming, we're calibrating to the vibration of whatever the crystal is providing and offering us so that we can become that vibration as well and then resonate it out. Our resonation outward, it's like plumes of energy. And by law of resonance, which is a universal law, so that means the energy on this planet plays this game. It's part of the rules. The resonance brings like kind together. So it's like we're tuning our body as if it's a car or a machine, which is really what we are. We're a flesh machine. The science and spiritual side is really the frequency, vibration, and resonance. It's as simple as that. We're all energy. Crystals are energy. Why not use them to help us out? Now, how do you choose a crystal? What's the strategy, right? And if anyone has any questions, please pop them below. Hopefully I will see them in live time and answer them. If not, I will definitely get back to the questions. So how do you choose a crystal? Okay. There are a few ways you can go about this. You can walk into a shop if you have a mystic shop, a crystal shop locally. Keep your eye out for touristy traps. Not to say that the crystals aren't as good, because crystals are crystals, but a lot of times they're overpriced and maybe not handled with the love and care that others would be. So just be mindful. And the most important thing for you to do when picking a crystal is to go into a shop and see where you're led. You don't have to know anything about what a crystal specifically does, its specific properties or benefits. And I will, thank you for the little fan club heart. I will go into a shop and see what I'm drawn to and then look it up, because there's a reason why I need that crystal. So this is a little mini challenge for you and an invite. What crystal were you drawn to, whether you purchase it or not? Find a crystal, see what it is, and look up its properties, because I promise you, your body is craving that type of medicine. It's a vibrational medicine that changes your frequency. So as a fun trick, tip, and tool, you are always going to be guided to what you need. But for a rule of thumb, we can go with, let's just do a broad explanation of specific basic crystals. If you've seen one of these before, sometimes they're smaller, bigger. This is a selenite tower. As you can see, it's clear. It's a lighter crystal compared to a dark crystal. This is onyx. Okay, don't worry about the names right now if you're a beginner. Just go with the concept. The lighter crystals carry cleansing, clearing energy. This is a quartz. It looks like selenite, but it's not. It's a quartz. Okay, lighter, darker. Lighter is for clearing, connection, intuition, lightening of the energy field. Darker, protection, grounding, settling in, calming the nervous system. There are a few different dark stones that I would recommend. In the workbook and manual with the link, all of this information is there. So don't worry about writing this down, forgetting it, or not having it. Tourmaline is a protective crystal. Its protective properties are slightly different than onyx, but as you can see, they're both dark stones. I'm not going to go into the specifics because we don't need to remember that right now. The point being, the darker, the more grounding, protective, and balancing. Great for your nervous system to bring you back center, home. If you don't have a crystal or don't have a crystal shop to go outside. Any rock that is on the ground currently is charged with Mother Earth energy. That's a free pro tip. Go up to that stone rock. Capricorns, opinion on Capricorns. Capricorns are great at being able to regulate their emotions. A Capricorn would really benefit from grounding stones because they like organization, they like structure, and grounding stones very much promote that. A lighter stone will do what it looks like and says. It actually is lighter. Yeah. So I'm just reading the comments. Yeah, so a lot of this is common sense too, guys. Like if we were back before we had all of this, all these classes and everything, we would just learn off of our intuition and what's passed down from us from our ancestors. But they came up with all of these findings through common sense and practice, trial and error. Every stone, just like food, has specific benefits and traits, but it might react slightly different to your energetic system. So keep that in mind. But the rule of thumb is the lighter the crystal, the lighter. And another way, this is a pro tip, if you think about it from your heart up, that's the lighter crystals. Also, if you crave like sweet food, that's more the lighter vibrations. From our rib cage, upper stomach down, the heart is in the middle. The heart is what connects us, our spirituality, whatever that means to you, energy, anything beyond this physical body, I consider spirituality. So whatever that looks like to you. Below, darker crystals. So that's just a quick rule of thumb. If you want to get grounded, you go for something a little bit darker. If you are seeing something like this, where it looks a little pink, I have a tower. Yeah, okay. Now there's a soft glow of pink to this. This is called rose quartz. So we're going to go through basic crystals now. For you to, if you recognize these are great for you to purchase before really knowing what you want. I would highly suggest, if you're starting a collection, even if you have a collection, I would invite you to do this because it's always nice to kind of refresh, and we're always in a different vibration. I will teach you how to cleanse and clear your stones in a little bit, to refresh your own stones if you have them. But I would get one lighter stone, one darker stone, and one stone that you're just drawn to and you may not even know why, and that's okay. That's going to be starting your collection. Some of the most common stones I'll show now so that you have an idea. Again, it is also in the manual, the workbook. Let me know if you need that link. I'm just checking to make sure we don't have any questions. Okay. Rose quartz. It could look like this. Here's a rose quartz tower. What rose quartz does, you know how I was talking about the upper half lighter, lower half darker? Rose quartz is pure love, compassion, acceptance, no judgment. It very much, although our heart chakra in the chakra system, the energetic Reiki color chart is green, it's also soft pink. Okay, so the one for in the middle and an overall good quartz to have, even if you're choosing this for your lighter crystal, is a rose quartz. These are pretty common and very, very loving. It's a great starter stone. Another good starter stone is selenite. This looks like quartz. This is quartz. This is selenite. Selenite looks more like flaky almost. If you can see this, like flaky. And quartz is not. And can you see? I'm trying to show both. Quartz, this one has, this is called a cluster. So actually, a cluster is good for a room. This will take care of the entire room. And these shoot offs, do you see how clear they are and pure? Those shoot offs will go in different specific directions. Okay. So a cluster is good if you come across a cluster. Not all clusters are expensive. Nothing has to be expensive. Let's just start there. And you can get crystals off of Amazon. So if you don't have a local shop, don't worry. Hit up Amazon, find a few things that we've talked about today that kind of pique your interest and start there. Nothing in this world is wrong. Okay. You're never going to do anything wrong, especially if you go with anything that excites you or that you're drawn to and you don't even have to know why. Go for it. So selenite and clear quartz. Clear quartz is the master, what people would say as the master crystal, because it overall clears, grounds, amplifies, purifies. It's just kind of like a catch all, be all. Okay, so this is a quartz, clear quartz. Now remember, we were talking about rose quartz. So this also is a quartz. There's quartz, there's smoky quartz, which smoky quartz looks like a quartz, but this one's just polished. Before polishing, crystals look like this. So it would look like literally a rock that you would walk by. After polishing, they look a little bit more streamlined. They call these rough crystals, some of them rough if they're not polished. Smoky quartz looks like one of these, but a little bit gray. Like this has a soft pink hue. It will be kind of like gray and it could be some darker. So smoky quartz is going to do a combination of both. It's going to pull out because of the darker. It's going to pull out heavier energy. It's going to ground you and it's also going to clear the space. So that's another option. Rose quartz, clear quartz, and this is a cluster. And selenite, let's see, where did I put them? Okay. You also might have seen these. These also are selenite. Do you see how it's like flaky? This one's dirty because I actually use it in healing sessions. So they won't, you see how it's kind of like dirty a little bit? I need to put it out and get some sun on it. If your crystals start getting dirty, this one's very specific because it's my hand, but don't be surprised if when you're working with your crystal, if you have it next to you and don't even touch it, sometimes they will change colors. And sometimes it will crack, and sometimes you will find like a dark spot. Okay, if that happens, don't worry. That means some sort of vibration and frequency exchange is happening. Okay. If that is happening, say thank you to the stone. And if you feel like the stone has done its job and it feels like it's complete, then you can bury it somewhere outside on land. Give it back to Mother Earth. Crystals like to have a job. So if it's a specific crystal that wants to pull out energetic emotion, it will. And you'll actually see it in the crystal. If this has ever happened to you, put in the comments below, or when it does, tag us or join our free community over in Facebook. It's facebook.com/groups/soul shifters. Free community. We do workshops and a whole bunch of other fun stuff. But when that happens, recognize it and don't be bummed. The first time that ever happened to me, it was a necklace. I loved it so much. I got it from Sedona, Arizona, on a special trip. I went solo. Beautiful. And it got this black mark right in the middle of it. Well, I know that it was doing its job. I still will put it on occasionally. I don't really want to give it back to Mother Earth yet because it is still meaningful and it has intention for me. So I will bring it out and I'll wear it for certain things. And when I feel like it's run its course, then I will bury it. Okay. But when you see this, don't feel like you broke the stone or something terrible happened. It just means that you literally are having success. The stone is doing what it's supposed to do. It's amazing. So going back to selenite wands, selenite is a very inexpensive overall cleansing stone. It looks like quartz. This is quartz, but it's in fact selenite. And the way you would know is that it really looks like it could shave off. This is the cheapest, most everyday cleansing. I would suggest this for a space like a room or house. They come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes. It's your preference. I'm not going to tell you that one is better than the other. I genuinely believe it's whatever you feel is best because we all have different energetic makeups. And I can't say what's right for you, just like you don't know exactly what's right for me. I don't even know. That's why I listen to my intuition. My human gets in the way. But if you want a quick fix, open up your windows in whatever space you live in or reside in, get some selenite sticks, put them in corners. These are great for corners or somewhere next to you that you sit a lot, and begin to start noticing how things just kind of calm down. It's like a bath. It's a bathing of energy. So it neutralizes. Thank you. Yeah, I talked to my spirit guides, and my main spirit guide, I named her Sharon like 40 years ago. They are cleanser. I forgot. Thank you, Sharon. Selenite cleanses everything. Okay, so this really is gonna be the best if you want overall cleansing. Quartz does cleanse, but it's more of an amplifier. And this is more, quartz is something that you work with energy healing. You could have it in your room, but it won't do the kind of like neutralizing. It's a neutralizer, the selenite. So put selenite on your list if you don't already have selenite, and it's probably the least expensive that you'll find. They also have little ones. So just start with something. Put it in your left hand. Here's another fun fact. Your left hand is the direct portal to your heart and to your intuition and the spiritual center that's located at the very bottom of your skull, top of your neck. So when you hold crystals in your left hand, it's like getting like an IV at the doctor, and it's getting straight into your system. That, in fact, is the same type of way that energy travels if you use it with the palm of your left hand. So, basic crystals, selenite for just neutralizing, quartz for cleansing, amplifying, clearing. This is a cluster. They come in, this is what's called a palm stone. I have small hands. So, for someone with larger hands, this would fit nicely in their palm. They do make palm stones that are smaller, so find what works for you. I actually use this on my clients. I'll put this on each one of their chakra, because what does quartz do? It clears and it amplifies. So whatever I'm doing energy wise, or whatever you're doing for yourself or your friend or family member, if it passes through this, it's going to amplify your intention and clear out toxins. I like to put one of these underneath where I lie down or where I have like a client lying down, because then this is just going to be the all together neutralizer. Okay. So these are palm stones, clusters. Then we've got the towers. What would we want a tower for opposed to just, just a random crystal? These do amplify out more. So if you want a crystal that is going to be powerful but intentional, you would get a tower. This is a good, rose quartz is a good crystal to have by your nightstand because of the love. Okay, so where can I buy those? If you don't have a local shop, just Google Mystic Shop, Crystal Shop. If you don't have one, you can actually go on Amazon, see what you're drawn to. I'll put together a little list. I will pin it and post it today, I promise, of stuff that I personally purchased from sellers that I like, because I know that their stones are good quality. I just need their vibration to be good. I don't need their looks to be beautiful. It's a perk, but not necessary. So, but anything, if you hop on Amazon right now, you can get a selenite stick for pretty inexpensive. So try Amazon, just get started, and then check back for the link, and then I'll get you some reputable sellers on there, because I had to get some stuff during COVID, and sometimes I still do on Amazon, depending on what I need. But yeah, so this would be a great one to have by your nightstand. Anything you put by your space, whether it be your nightstand, your desk, or the place you sit in the living room, we call them companion stones. I promise you, it might sound weird, but you will start having an energetic, emotional connection with this stone. Okay, I'm reading the chat. Okay, so this would be great on a nightstand. I have this by my nightstand. Actually, I had it there for a good year, and now it's in the living room as a companion stone. So something that I know that knows my vibration, it knows mine. I know it's close to me, and then it can absorb in, and then it comes to a peak. So this is almost kind of like a lighthouse. So all of the energy is coming to this lighthouse, where something like a sphere is projecting out everywhere. Okay. So, and we know that darker stones are for protection, getting rid of negative energy, toxic energy, heavy energy. So, this sphere, I would suggest getting one selenite something, one light stone, whether it be a clear quartz, a rose quartz, any sort of lighter stone that typically a quartz would be good to start off with. And then one fun, funky, like rainbow fluorite. I don't know why, but that was one that I was just drawn to. Rainbow fluorite. It's a random stone, but I put it in my like sports bra one day when I was doing energy work. Totally forgot about it, and I had like the best work day. I felt uplifted. My clients all had great sessions, and I forgot that I had put my new stone in my sports bra. So I wasn't even thinking that this stone was going to do anything specific for me, but it did. So that's why I invite you to go into a shop, even if you're scrolling Amazon. Hi, Jennifer. Even if you're scrolling Amazon and something, you're just drawn to something, there's a reason. There's a reason. Another pro tip: use your left hand for picking out stones, even scrolling on Amazon. Remember, that's our direct link to our spiritual center, our heart, and our intuition. Left hand, left hand. Okay. And then get yourself one dark stone. So, like, this would be a good starting set. Selenite, just for the great neutralizer for my space. Rose quartz or clear quartz for a companion stone to be next to me, to amplify me, whether it's on the nightstand or somewhere I hang out mostly in my space. and then a darker stone for grounding and protection. So that's kind of like the quick, like little bundle if you're just starting off. Another great one that is good for amplifying mood is citrine. If you see the yellow, citrine helps mood. Okay. So maybe you want to look for a citrine if you're having some emotional difficulty, if you're um, kind of down, depressed, have this is it's very uplifting, happy, joyful. So maybe if that's what you're seeking, maybe your lighter stone would be a citrine, Citrine. Again, ask for the link for the workbook, the manual. It has all of this in there. But this might be your lighter stone if you want emotional support and uplifting. This feels very loving and companion like. This feels very uplifting, loving. This feels very solid, amplifying, and in your own space. Okay, so citrine is a good one. They also, I want to show you different ways you can kind of notice and see crystals. There are like charging stations. So you can get a little block. This block is selenite, okay? Neutralizing. When we clear things, we're going to get into how to charge or clear your crystals. If you want to clear your crystals, this is polished. So it looks smooth, but it is still selenite. Okay, selenite, the great neutralizer. So you would put you don't have to clear your crystals all the time. Depending on how much you use them, I should be clearing mine probably every day, but at minimum once a week. But once a month, if you're just casually using them, if you're using them in a healing practice or for your own daily stuff, and vibrating, trying to get you into that frequency, then just clear them every few days. All you have to do to clear is set your stone on top of one of these little selenite. I call it a charging station. They might call them blocks on Amazon or the store. You can't really go wrong with selenite. So if you get any selenite from Amazon, it's fine. And then they also can come in. This one is a quartz. They can come in different shapes. Some people put a candle on this to amplify. Okay, so you can also use quartz to charge. Again, we don't have to remember or memorize these names quite yet if you aren't there yet. Anything that looks clean and clear is going to do something clean and clear. Okay, and just overnight or for the day, keep it on here. You can always keep it on here. I have stuff that I have on these all the time. If you light a candle on top of this, it's going to amplify, put an intention into the candle. Crystals work great for so many things. So you light the candle on top of one of these suckers, put the intention in, and what is that? Fire is the element of transformation. That's going to light up whatever room you're in with that intended vibration and frequency and amplification. And we're using different elements. Yeah. Give me a hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Stewie? Exactly. I mean, there's so much magic and medicine that we don't even notice. Okay, so again, there's different shapes. You can look for cutesy or not, whatever you want. Make sure you're getting a clear, a light stone, a dark stone, and a random fun stone to start off your new collection or add to your existing collection. I do want to go through. This is not a Reiki or chakra workshop, so I'm not going to go into the energy systems. If you want to learn about that, DM me. I do trainings, and you can get certified online. But I did want to bring up that each chakra has its own stone. So this is green. I don't know if you can see it. Green. Okay, this is a green agate, which don't worry about what this is because we're just looking at the color. And if we know that the heart chakra's color is green or soft pink, then we can get a bundle of chakra stones and know where to put them on our body. We have energy, wheels of spinning energy that keep us going, and they're lined up from the top of our head to the very bottom of our spine. There's 7 of them that we pay most attention to. There's many, many more. But think about if you got, and I'll link this too. If you got a little pack, it's probably $25 or something, of these stones, and you knew where, this goes to the heart, you knew where to put them, and you lay there and breathe in the energy, you're getting your magic medicine just through vibrations. We use common sense. If we did know that our solar plexus, upper stomach chakra is yellow, we would just naturally put this yellow stone there. This came in a bundle, but let's talk about this. What color is this? We know citrine, because we just learned about citrine, is uplifting and happy and brings joy. It kind of it's more, it doesn't mellow mood out. It's more uplifting. So if you want something to neutralize your maybe anxiety, go for something darker. But if you want something to give you a little bit more pep or a little bit more gratitude in life, a little bit more excitement, then you can go with the citrine. But also, if you think about it, look, it's yellow. So if I knew my chakra system, I would put it appropriately to the location that it resonates with the most in my body. So that's, as you can see, these are little stepping stones that we can work off of. Here's a little tower. Anything indigo color or dark blue, bluish purple, goes with our third eye. So if you see anything that sparks your interest, for intuition, if you're looking to elevate your intuition, then look for this color. I don't want it, there's lots of different ones. I don't want to confuse you with names. I want you to go off of knowing that indigo, dark blue, purple is intuition. So find something that resonates with that for you. This is a little mini tower compared to this. But this one I keep with me on my desk when I'm doing channeling, whether it be cosmic ET beings or spirit guides or angels. This little guy, because it's focused, remember where I want to pull everything in and then it comes to a point. This is very focused, collected focus. This one is on my desk. It helps me. And I always switch stuff around. Another fun idea for you to incorporate into your regular routine is to have different crystals, move crystals around, see how they make you feel, where to put them. We will close up with where to put them, and then just to make sure how to cleanse and clear them, and then we'll go look for questions and wrap up. So where do you put them? Anywhere. But if you are looking to kind of get rid of negative energy in your house or just want to refresh, corners and behind furniture are always spaces that dust and energy go. So if it is going to collect dust, then that's where you're going to want to put, I would recommend, I actually have these tourmaline all over because tourmaline will absorb it. It doesn't reject it out, it absorbs it. So I have mine around my doorways coming in and out of the house, every doorway, including the garage, and then the garage door coming in and the sliding glass door, anything. I have a tourmaline over the walkway on the ledge. Okay. I chose tourmaline because it absorbs negative energy instead of deflecting it. Onyx here is going to protect me 1,000%, but it's going to deflect stuff off of me. I don't know where that's going to end up. In my office, it's okay because I have it programmed to channel anything heavy down to Mother Earth. But I don't want something repelling what I don't want because I don't know where it's going to land. If it lands on my porch, I don't want it there. If it lands on a person, I don't want it there. So I neutralize it. Okay, so you can put, I like these around doorways, entryways, for darker protection, and then something lighter, neutralizing or clearing, whether it be quartz or selenite behind furniture or in corners. Anything that gets dark, dusty, also collects that same type of vibration. This circles back way to the beginning of vibration and the law of resonance. Because if you have a dark corner with dust, like kind energy will also join in. Does that make sense? So we know where to find these things. The other places you can put them are use them as a companion stone, like I do, placing one right by the side of my bed, leaving it there for a long period of time. I do notice the difference when I switch my crystals around. So I have temporary homes for my crystals, except my door protectors and my corner ones. I don't see the need to have more than one neutralizing stone in a room. I do in my office because I'm specifically working with high energy. I'm working a lot with energy, but you really only need one. So just find the location that you feel is best. Um, and then at night, it's really great to have one by whatever it be by your side, because we do our detoxing at nighttime when we sleep. So that's our rest, digest, and detox. And the other place that you can, I mean, you can put them anywhere on your physical body, like I was talking about with the chakras. Think back to when you were a kid, and if you got hurt, what did the first thing you did was you grabbed wherever got hurt, because we're trying to use energy. We're not trying, we are doing it. We just don't know it. So try grabbing a palm crystal and then wrapping it around your injury. Just breathing in, setting the intention that you want to calibrate to the vibration. We can get as scientific as you want or as woo-woo as you want, but bottom line is try it and then let us know how you feel. Open mind, open heart. See what works for you. Some crystals are going to work great for some people and not as strong for others, because again, we all have our own soul blueprint and vibrational resonance. We've got our like our fingerprint. We've got a soul imprint that is our natural state of being, the one that doesn't pretend. And how do we clear and cleanse them and recharge them? So I did tell you one way of cleansing or clearing, which is to put it on some sort of onyx or selenite charger. I will tell you this, you don't even necessarily need a charger. They're very inexpensive, but like you can get them for a few bucks, I think. But you can also just line all of your crystals up next to your selenite. Okay. Selenite, there is one caution about selenite, though. It is be careful around water. In the manual, I go through which ones you're not supposed to get wet, which ones are not necessarily supposed to go out into the sun. There's not very many. But if it looks and feels brittle, like if you run water over it, don't take it outside. Don't take selenite outside to clear and charge it. Selenite is fine on the window seal overnight for moon or sun energy. That will charge the selenite. And then the selenite will charge anything else after that, or a charging pad. The other option is that you can put it out into the sun. Just put your crystals out into the sun for the day, sunrise to sunset, then get it out of the sun. That's going to clear it. If you want to charge your crystals, you can do it a few ways. The easiest way is to put it out on a full moon or a new moon. Full or new moon. I'm not going to go into when to do what, because that's not why we're here. But if you want to know that answer, just ask me. We can go into that. But charging is from the moon. Clearing is from the sun. If you set an intention with the sun, sun is action. Sun is fire energy. Sun is transformation. You can also charge your crystals with the sun in addition to clearing them. You would set your intention into the stone. Put it in your mind, put it into your hands. I like to seal it. My human needs physicality to be okay with what my soul is doing. So I concede. I blow into it. My intention, element of air. Then I put it out in the sun, element of fire, transformation. It's on the ground, element of earth. Okay. The only thing missing is water, but I am made of water. So when I bring this back in, it is fully charged to the intention I have set for it now. If you do that, use it for whatever intention. Maybe it's a specific healing or whatever. I want today's birthday party to be great, whatever it is. But then know after that intention, it is depleted. It would be great to get that cleared and then put out in the moon. Okay, you can put it out for any time of the month, but the most powerful are full moon, first and foremost. And then also there is a lot of value in a new moon for new stuff. Get a clear or light crystal, get a dark crystal, and get a fun crystal that just calls your name, and then learn about that crystal and see how and why your body is calling towards it specifically. I look forward to hearing all of your feedback. Any questions you have, pop them below and I will reach out to you. And until I see you next time, please remember that you are here for a reason. You really are. Everything that specifically makes your vibration you is what is needed. Without you, literally, this soup of earth would not taste and feel and be the same. You are on purpose. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.